Hi there, Elu here, and welcome to my very first SMITE skin reviews video, where I give you my thoughts on the latest skins that are heading to the game. Remember, these are my opinions and yours will differ, so try and have a civil discussion in the comments after watching it. Alright, now we can start. First off, Knight of Mordred Achilles. The card art looks amazing, from the lighting to the detail of the backdrop. This card art for me is a thumbs up. Now the model I do like as well, however I wish the colors popped more on the defense stance. It can look a bit washed out, but the crimson parts of it makes up for the overall look. The offense stance is my favorite part of the skin. Again, I love the maroon / crimson clothing, and his hair is giving me vibes of Mordred from the show Merlin. I do wish some of his animations were changed up a bit, especially his hair whip. I mean, there's no hair to whip, so why keep that in, right? The voice pack also fits this skin pretty well, and I'm loving the deep, rugged sound of it. Overall, this skin is a thumbs up for me, and since I was already planning on purchasing the Camelot bundle, it's a win for me. Next up is another Arthurian skin, Lady of the Lake Freya. Again, the card art on this is wonderful. I really think the art in this patch is amazing, and I have high hopes for the season as a whole. So a big thumbs up to all the SMITE artists who do beautiful work on these skins. Having said that, the skin did its best with what it had, and that's the Freya model. I do believe she needs more of a touch up overall, but the watery effects on her walk and abilities carry it through. As of now, the sound effects of her abilities sound the same as her default, and I hope that changes because that's what makes or breaks a skin if you're going to shell out more than 500 gems for it. And her voice pack is something I would expect from the Enchantress herself if she ever makes it into the game. I give this skin a thumbs up. Our next skin is Infinite Shifts on Wukong. The card art is eye-popping amazing. This is my favorite skin art of the patch. I love the whole iridescence feel of it, so thumbs up for me. Now the model is where it loses most of its color. What you see on the card art is not present in game, although it still looks great, and it's a nice change of pace from the Odyssey skins, which all came from the same wardrobe. The abilities on this skin is what I like the most about it. If I made a top 10 list of best ability effects in the game, this would definitely be in there. The voice pack is not my favorite, however. In not wanting to make this skin cosmic themed, it sure does sound like one. I'll give this skin a thumbs up because I can't pass up those glass shattering effects. Heavyhitter Anubis is the next skin up the list. This skin came directly from the Smiteropolis fan art by Enabuns. This is where we got the Toth and Ratatoskr skins from, so it made sense that more gods would follow suit. However, there seemed to be a lot of creative freedom when making this skin. First off, who knew this guy was actually a boxer? And why is he carrying around that awful staff when he never uses it in any of his abilities? When I saw the two concepts for the staff, one being this and the other being a barbell, the latter made at least more sense. So that's already something that I don't like about this skin. The ability effects are ridiculous, which is the purpose of them, and it fits the theme, although the 3 or 4 could have been changed to not make them look too similar. All in all, if you're going to make a skin like this for Anubis, have everything correlate so that it makes sense. Start off by losing that staff and implementing a different effect for his basics. After all, this is the level 60 reward, and it should have more of an incentive for purchasing the battle pass. I'm giving this skin a thumbs down because of its poor execution. Soul is getting her own Chibi skin next. Steamy Chibi Soul gives us facial expressions just like Amateratsu's skin, and I couldn't be happier. Soul dons a tiny crimson summer dress and hair down to her feet, and that's where the problem arises. Yes, the skin is great. The facial expressions give it flair and character. The ability effects, although the same colors as the default, are different and cartoony enough for the skin to come alive. All of these are positive points for the skin. Now back to that problem with the hair. Most of the time we only get to see the backside of a skin, and with Steamy Chibi Soul, unfortunately, all we see is, well, hair. We can't see much of anything else unless we're standing still and her idle animations come into motion. And that's the gripe I have with this skin. Other than that, I do like it, and as a fan of her default voice pack, I can't say that I dislike this one either, since they're both voiced by Genie Tirado. Overall, the skin deserves a thumbs up, because why not? Gladiator Guan Yu is your reward for winning 75 ranked games in Season 5, which is a huge relief to many of you. Why? This skin is a letdown for starters. The textures on the model look outdated, and the ability effects have absolutely no flair to them. Yes, ranked skins don't usually change much from their default aside from armor or clothing and some effects. However, I rank this one as the worst ranked reward to date. You are much better off purchasing an adventure bundle for Guan Unicorn and keeping that as your go-to skin and hope for something better in the future for the Saint of War. I give this skin a massive 2 thumbs down and end it there. Scarlet Judgement Nemesis might seem familiar to many of you, and for good reason. This skin is a recolor of the elegant version, except with the different card art. Nemesis dons blonde hair and a scarlet wardrobe, giving her a nice alternative to an already satisfying skin. And although it is the recolor, her abilities are a different color to match, and that's where this skin shines. My gripe, however, is how far into the Battle Pass rewards it's located. To receive this skin, a player must have their Battle Pass at level 30, and that seems a bit steep for a recolor. I would take Steamy Chibi Soul and this skin and swap them, however the Soul skin is the selling point for this Battle Pass, so that's not gonna happen. It's still a good skin, don't get me wrong, and those wanting the Nemesis Elegant skin will definitely enjoy it. It's just not something I would want to grind 30 levels for. I'm giving this skin a thumbs up for its overall appearance, which I like. The last 2 skins are Dragon Empress Priscilla and Golden Touch Baron Samedi. They are recolors and don't offer much other than elegant gold attires. The abilities on both don't correlate with the skins. They're nice skins, but I just wish the ability effects would be changed to a golden color, given that they're both skins a player earns by either shelling out money for a founder's pack or having an outstanding goodwill record for a whole season. I'm giving Dragon Empress Priscilla a thumbs up because it still looks stunning, and Golden Touch Baron Samedi a thumbs down because although it looks nice, it feels like an afterthought and makes no connection to the rest of the end of the year goodwill rewards being given out. And that was the end of my thoughts of this patch's skins. You can agree, you can disagree. At the end of the day, these are my opinions and not yours. Which skins are your favorite and worst from this patch? Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like me to make this kind of video for every patch, I want to know too. Have a great week and goodbye.